DOM traversal is something which you need to know as a front-end developer, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So as you can see, I have sort of a figure on my screen. Now, this is basically an outer container div. It has two child divs inside it, and each child has another div called orange, has an ID of orange and has an ID of. So let's say I have a variable of temp. What I'll do just temp equals to document dot query selector, and now if it's a class name, I just do dot class name. If it's an ID, if I want to get an element by ID, I just do hashtag. Now this is easier to do because so what I'll do, I'll just use document dot class get element by class name, which is not efficient because I'll have to change it if I want to get element by ID. Now that's why query selector is much easier to use. So let's say I want to get a class name of container. So I'll just do document.query selector dot container. Now what I want to do is I'll just do console.log temp. And let's refresh this. Now if I inspect and go to the console, I can see that a div class container is being printed. Now obviously this container class has some child inside it. That's why we get the entire thing. So not just the outer div, we get all of its content as well. Now let's say if I want to get the child class, okay. So what I'll do is I'll just change this container to child. Now if I inspect again, you can see that I only get the first child class, which is orange. So if you want to select multiple items, you just do query select all. And now you can see I get a node list of two divs, which has the class name of child. Now, why exactly is this useful? Because we don't just stop at getting an element. Now, if I want to change its properties, I can do it using JavaScript. I'll just do temp dot for each, because right now we have two childs. So for each item, I want to change the property. I just want to change the inner HTML to nothing. So if I refresh this, now you can see there's nothing inside it. If I change this query selector all to just query selector and I refresh this, it's not going to work, because right now we don't get an array, we just get one single item. So in this case, I'll just do temp dot inner HTML equals to null, and you will see just the first div is changed. I can also do it something like, let's say I want to change it to an h1 tag which says hello. Now you can see we have a hello inside it. So this seems like a really basic feature, but DOM traversal is the most important part of learning JavaScript. Now this video is just to give you a basic idea of what DOM traversal is. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and please like this video if you found it useful.